Well, thank you very much, Lian. Indeed, we're focusing on women in business now as a wrap-up to our visit here at the Greater Tubatse local municipality. With us this morning is Magdalene Baledi, representing the women in building construction and women in mining. Tabela, and welcome to Morning Live.
Morning.
Now, talk to us about as to how things are looking for women in construction and women in mining in this area.
Yeah, it's a bit tense this time of the economy, but all along the mine sectors are trying to uplift women and youth around our area, especially at Modikwa mine, where they have been spearheading to say that BEE should be in the real mining. There's some set aside which they have made for construction and women in mining and youth, so as you should be engaged and benefit from a first economy.
Okay, now tell us, what do you do there when you mining?
I built so many structures around there, starting from a Twickenham mine where I have constructed a school, and in an Aquarius mine where we have built offices, change houses. In Modigwa is change houses and some structures at the TT4, and we've just built a control room and a land pen crash.
But you're saying that things are not as gloomy as they used to be before because of the current economic status.
Because of the current economy. And I would advise my fellow women and youth maybe to sit around and organize ourselves. As we women, we have already started organizing ourselves as business. We are having an entity whereby we have approached a mine, and our company is Mamu Fetumo. It's named after the 5 municipalities, Fetago, Tubatse, Makhuduthamaga, Elias Motswaledi, and Ephraim Mogale, whereby that we've engaged women to say that we should be organized, not just to make noise and say, you don't take care of us. If you are organized, compliant, you are able to stand firm and say, here we are, what are you having at hand, so as we should carry this forth.
Talking about women coming together and being organized, but the interest of women in that sector particularly, is it really satisfying?
Yes, but they needed to have some workshops. If the mining sector, when we are lamenting for any help from them, they should be organizing some workshops whereby we need to be engaged and taught. Because we took women from the women at the street who are selling tomatoes to say that they should be engaged. And we are having, again, 2 cooperatives wherein other women, we are selling vegetables, and those who are not engaged in some employment, they should be able to could access land and do some mining and some agro processing, so as we should be able to sell to the local shops and markets.
So you're basically saying that there is an alternative, as much as the economy is not looking good, but there are alternatives in this area, particularly for women to grow and develop.
Yes, our area, Greater Tubatse, or I may say Tubatse, it's a growing point. Many opportunities. If somebody is well informed, it's so easy that everyone could access it.
But what are those opportunities? Let's just put mining aside. What are those opportunities that you're referring to?
I'm looking at the development itself. We need not to be put aside when the town is growing. We couldn't be spectators while maybe the casino is being built, while I'm a woman in construction, whereby I could be able to put the structure. We need our local authorities to take care of us, to say that here we are having our businesses organized, compliant. Why are we not being involved? We shouldn't be spectators within our local municipality. We should be engaged. With my company of a construction and building civils, I'm at a CIDB level 6 and 7, and whereby I need to be engaged, saying that I could be building a building with a milestone of 40 million rand. And that I could be able to do. If anyone could just come across, I'm able to explain where these structures have started. We couldn't just have certification of being a civil engineer, but I could be able to price myself, quantify myself, and knowing if somebody is putting the structure together, I could be able to identify a poor quality at the structures there. I'm making an appeal to say the mines should be able to take care of women and youth, because we as women, in other adventures where we need to adventure in a broader spectrum, we do engage young people. There are 2 or up to 3 where we have ventured some other businesses engaging youth within it. Even the young men who have just left here. I know that elsewhere where I am preparing a bigger project, he is engaged as a young person to say that we couldn't just go. A woman is giving birth to a nation.
Right. Now, you've mentioned the local authorities. Let's just bring in the local municipality in terms of the development of women in this area. Are they really playing their part?
Partly, we have engaged with them and we've given them our list to say that I took it myself with my own hand and say, at the LED, please take care of us. Here we are organized, even though we can have one entity, but as women, we've got different entities because each and everyone is doing his own business in his expertise. If anything locally is happening, please engage. Even in the IDP, we need to be part of driving that. To say that maybe if period 1, let me say within the 6 months, if they are having 10 projects, let us be part to engage that, so as we should be questioning. It was 10 bridges. Why were not they be advertised? We need those projects to be circulated amongst ourselves.
And that is not happening currently.
It's within a speed of a chameleon.
Right. No, that's where we're going to leave it. Magdalene, thank you so much for your time, Raleboha.
Thank you so much.
Thank you. There you have it, Magdalene Paledi, representing the women in business, basically in construction and mining here at the Greater Tubatse local municipality. So those are some of the stories of the people living in this area, the stories that we are bringing to you. And I see that a lot of tweets are coming in here on Morning Live. Some of them we will be giving them to the mayor and the municipality as a whole, just to see how they can respond to some of them. So you can keep those tweets coming at Morning Live SABC, #Beckersford. Well, we're going back to our studios in Johannesburg, and when they come back to us, we'll be saying our goodbyes. Don't go away.
All right, thank you very, very much, Palesa. Thanks so much for watching. And remember, another one of our TNAs tomorrow. I think it's, if I'm not mistaken, Minister Edmund Molewa, who's going to be our guest here on the program, or Peter's guest on the program. So we look forward to hosting her and seeing you tomorrow. Have a wonderful day. Newsroom is up next. Take care of yourselves. Bye-bye.